Why does Dr. Heskey not wear a tie? Regrettably, that is NHS guidelines. Hello, Mrs. Tembe speaking. I am not having an afternoon off. I'm working from home. Oh, yes, I also have an important delivery. Well, unfortunately, that was not possible in this particular instance. No, it is not embarrassing. Miss Pittman, I am not having the afternoon off work. I am busy analyzing the patient feedback forms. Well, most of them are, they are very supportive, and there are some good suggestions. However, some are really quite offensive. Do you remember a Mr. Osborne? Yeah, indeed. Let us hope that he stays in excellent health and has no need to return to the mill. One moment, please. Good afternoon. Thank you so very much. But it is a lot smaller than I was expecting.
No. I delivered this to your neighbor, Missy Joanna Jessop. She lives at number 86, but she's not in her home.
Oh, I am expecting a delivery.
You are Missy Joanna Jessop?
No. She lives opposite.
I know it. Number 86.
Have you got anything for me, Mrs. Winifred Tembe?
This one is for Missy Joanna Jessop.
Yes. Right, look, I will sign for it.
What are you waiting for?
Oh, it is it is something
confidential. I understand. I'm very nosy.
No, it is not.
No. It's your secret.
It is not a secret.
You sign for Missy Joanna, please. And I hope that your parcel arrives very soon.
Right, well,
good afternoon.
Thank you very much. Miss Pittman, are you still there? No, it is not a secret parcel. It is just a parcel, which has not yet arrived. Please come through, Mrs. Moore.
I'm sorry about this. I'm always doing it. I think I left them on the countertop.
Oh, well, it is quite all right. You can wait here.
Lucky you were home.
Well, I have some work to do.
You look busy. Well, I shan't disturb. Quiet as a mouse. I'll just sit down here and let you get on with whatever it was you were doing.
Right.
What are you doing?
Well, I am just assessing some patient feedback forms for the surgery.
Very interesting, I should think.
Well, it has to be done.
Well, I'll just let you get on with it. Don't mind me. I feel such a fool locking myself out. Oh, sorry.
No, it is quite all right. Mrs. Moore, would you like a cup of tea?
Oh, I'd love one. Just till my son gets here. He has a spare key.
Oh, all right. Well, that is a sensible precaution.
You don't normally work from home.
No.
I notice these things. Do you know, I could tell you the daily routine of everyone in this street.
Yes. Well, yes, I'm sure you could.
It's normally very quiet in the afternoon, so it's lucky you were here to offer me refuge.
Well, I'm expecting a delivery.
Oh, anything exciting?
Well, it is... Milk, sugar?
No sugar. I'm sweet enough as I am.
So, when do you think your son will be here?
Oh, I can't disturb him at work.
What, you have not called him yet?
He has a very important job.
Yeah, well, as do I. I'm sorry, but do you not think he would want to know that you have locked yourself out of your home?
Okay, I'll call him now.
Oh, there, that is my parcel.
Hello, Jonathan.
Ah, good afternoon. Where is my parcel?
I don't know. So I'm here to read the meters, gas and electricity.
He'll get here as soon as he can. Your phone's ringing. Oh, hello.
Hello.
This young man has come to read the meters.
Well, you can't do it from out there. Look, why don't you take this and I'll look after Jamie. I'll look after Jamie. Are they under the stairs like mine?
I'm sorry?
The meters under the stairs?
Well, yes.
You better answer that. They might ring off. It might be your delivery.
Hello, Mrs. Stanley.
Come on in then. We can't have you hanging around on the doorstep, can we?
Thank you.
Oh, Miss Pittman, I thought it might be you. Oh, look, one moment, please. What on earth? Oh, my God.
He banged his head coming back out.
The young man has bumped his head. Are you badly hurt? The young man who's here to read the meter. Let me have a look. Well, there is no blood. I think he will survive. No, I said there is no blood. He just has a bump on the head.
But you never know with head injuries.
I think I'm all right.
You look woozy. Does he look woozy to you?
Well,
Tea. Sweet tea.
Yes, that is what Mrs. Moore has just suggested.
Who's that?
Well, this is Miss Pittman, a colleague from work. Miss Pittman, this is Mrs. Moore, my neighbour.
Oh, hello, Miss Pittman.
She says hello. Oh,
Oh, that'll be your delivery.
I'll call you back.
Hello again.
For me?
No, other neighbor.
Mrs. Jessup.
Missy Abigail Moore.
Oh, that's me. Oh, come in, come in. Oh, you don't mind, do you? I always invite the tradesmen in for a cup of tea. I mean, it's the least I can do.
Well,
Well, I'm going to put the kettle on anyway for this poor young boy.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
Cup of tea?
Actually, cup of tea. Very nice, thank you.
I'll put the kettle on. Come along.
Can I use your,
Yes, please. Upstairs, first on the right. Mrs. Moore, you don't seem to understand. I have work to do.
And we won't disturb you. That poor boy hit his head on your cupboard door.
What about the workman?
You don't begrudge him a cup of tea, do you? Now, what about biscuits or cake? Do you have any cake?
What?
Oh, I'll carry this over and you carry on. Here we are.
thank you. Everyone deserves a tea break, no?
Of course they do. Lovely.
How is your head?
Oh, much better, thank you.
He has claustrophobia.
Oh dear.
Small, dark spaces. I get all panicky.
Yes, well, that must be very difficult in your line of work.
Oh, that's fine. I banged my head. I tried to back up too quick. Bang.
Bang!
It's Jamie's first day, he was telling me. And Oscar, oh, why don't you tell her, Oscar?
Is this going to take long?
It's my last day.
Isn't that a coincidence? Jamie's just starting and Oscar is about to go home.
Venezuela! My son, he asked me to come home.
Can you tell me, do all delivery men sit around drinking tea and eating other people's homemade cake?
See, I told you it was homemade.
It's very nice.
Mrs. Temby, it's Oscar's last day. Surely he's entitled to a small slice of cake.
Or two.
Can I have another slice?
I am going to call my delivery company to see if my delivery driver is going to deliver my parcel.
Your call is very important to us. For deliveries, please press 1. You are in a queue.
If Harry Potter can, so can you.
What?
He lived in a cupboard under the stairs.
He did. It was very cozy.
They're not cosy. They're small and dark and terrifying. And they're full of rubbish and old boots and stuff. And the stairs, they come down over the top of your head like they're pressing down on you.
Yes, well, Oscar, you must be looking forward to going back home and seeing your family again.
Yes. Yes. No. Actually, no.
Oh, dear.
There is nothing for me in Venezuela. No home, no job.
Well, there's your family. And you're going to live with your son.
It's 6 years that I see him.
You haven't seen him for 6 years.
I don't know him no more.
There is no one to speak to. I have been passed from one machine to another. To speak to someone about your issue, please press number 3. Oh, I'm sorry. All our call handlers are busy at the moment. We will be with you as soon as we can. There is somebody sitting in a porter cabin and they are very disrespectful.
It's just a parcel, Mrs. Temby. Jamie and Oscar have real problems to cope with.
Sorry about that.
When I was a young girl growing up in Botswana, I had a cousin, Frederick. He was a little older than me. I believed he was the finest young man in all of the world. However, Frederick was not perfect. Like you, he was afraid of confined spaces.
Well, that's nothing to be ashamed of.
Indeed, and yet he was ashamed. My uncle was a very stern man. He was an undertaker. He did not approve of his fear or his shame.
What did he do?
I'm afraid he put Frederick in a wooden box. I think it may have been a coffin. And he shut the lid.
No.
Huh? Only for a few seconds. And the next time, a little longer. I remember Frederick kicking and screaming, and I begged my uncle to let him out, but he would not listen to me. Every time Frederick was in that wooden box, he stayed there a little longer and a little longer and a little longer until eventually he was cured.
Did nobody call social services?
The point is that he was cured of his claustrophobia. Needless to say, he did not go into the family undertaking business.
Why you tell us this story?
You, follow me. Desensitization. That is not what my cousin will call it, but that is what it is.
I'm actually feeling a lot better now, actually.
Did you actually record any meter readings before your little bump on the head? Well then. Now, come along. This is about saving your job. When you are ready. Right. Now, I'm just going to slowly close the door. He will be fine. Now, I understand that you have been asked to go back to Venezuela and you do not wish to go.
Well,
From my experience, home is wherever you want it to be. I look around my comfortable home and my many, many friends and colleagues and neighbors. And I cannot imagine going back to a place where I left many, many years ago.
But you see,
Close your eyes. Yes, you can close your eyes. All right. Now, imagine yourself in 10 years' time. What is it that makes you happy? What gives you satisfaction in your life? Imagine a place where you are happy and contented. Are you happy?
yes, I am happy.
You see, you are in your happy place. And where are you?
I am in your house.
No, I do not mean... No, I do not mean... Then never mind.
Can I open my eyes?
No, not yet. Do not look back, Mr. Oscar. Huh? You do not need to return to a place that it is no longer your home.
But he has family, Mrs. Tembe, and his family want him to come home.
Ah, at last.
Oh!
Mrs. Jessup. A delivery. Hello, Miss Pittman, what now? Miss Pittman. No, Miss Pittman. No, they are usually under the... Miss Pittman. Miss Pittman. Miss Pitt... no, thank you. Miss Pittman, you will have to deal with this as you see fit. Now, you. Dark spaces are all part of the job. You should have thought about that before you applied. And please, just make up your mind. How hard can it be? And Mrs. Moore, what do you think is going to come first? My package or your son? No. This is my house and I have work to do. I would like you all to leave now, please.
Mrs. Tembe, my son has to come from work all the way in Solihull. He won't be here for over an hour. I'm going to have another cup of tea. Will you join me? Come along. Come on.
Knock, knock.
Boss?
Caught anything?
Not really the point.
No. Suppose not.
Well, my motto has always been carpe diem.
Seize the day.
Exactly. So you can either carry on as you are, delivering your parcels and living your life in chilly Lethbridge, or you can bask in the sun of Venezuela with your son and grandchildren.
But what if it is no more than basking in the sun? My boy will give me somewhere to live and money, but...
You don't want to be dependent.
Exact.
But he is your son, and he has asked you to come and live with him. I think that makes you a very fortunate man.
How are you?
Well, my feet are not complaining.
Ask a copper how they are. It's always the feet.
How are you, apart from your feet? How's Scarlett?
Brilliant. She makes me feel young again. And very, very old, both at the same time.
They do that.
They do. Are you still fostering?
I am sorry that I locked you under the stairs.
Like you say, I've got to get used to it.
Yes, but my uncle was not a very nice man.
I had an uncle too. He made up brilliant stories when I was a girl. You forget everything when there's a good story to distract you.
What are you suggesting?
Jamie was telling us about all the old rubbish that people leave under their stairs. So maybe if you focus on the stuff under the stairs and make up a funny story for yourself about it. Maybe that could distract you.
Well, I am not sure that is going to work.
You've got a guitar under your stairs.
Wait, yes. Yes, and there is a story behind that, certainly.
I can just imagine you strumming away.
Yeah, you see? You can think of Mrs. Tenby and her guitar, and maybe that will take your mind off your claustrophobia.
Right.
Now, after your tea...
No time for tea. Jamie must read your meter, and I must deliver my last packages.
Rob,
It's all right. I understand. I can't be trusted to keep a child safe or to be let back out on the streets again.
that's not what I meant.
But I do appreciate you coming all the way here to tell me yourself.
You haven't heard what I've got to say yet.
I'm a liability. And if I was in your shoes, I wouldn't trust me either. I could mess up at any time.
Rob,
I'm better off out here. Just me and the fish.
do you really think that?
You were very good with them.
No, not really.
I just wanted to get them out of my house. You gave them time.
Oh, I've always got plenty of that.
I was very short with them and with you.
You were busy, and you've done none of your work.
No, it is coming along nicely now.
And your parcel?
It will arrive when it arrives.
Did you really have a cousin in, where was it?
Botswana. Yes, Mr. Frederick Morangue.
And a funeral director uncle who shut people up in coffins to cure them?
All true, I'm afraid.
I made mine up.
What? The storytelling uncle?
Well, I had 4 aunts, but they never told me stories. Actually, you know, I quite like making things up. I mean, like, in the morning when I'm looking out of the window and you're setting off to work and there's Joanna over the road, I watch her driving off in her little yellow car and I wonder what you're doing all day.
Well, nothing very exciting, really.
Oh, but you do. You have the most amazing adventures.
Mrs. Moore, would you like to leave a set of your house keys with me just so that your son does not have to travel all the way from Solihull next time you lock yourself out? Mrs. Moore, I believe this is your son.
Well, thank you for putting up with me.
Well, what are neighbors for? You know you are very welcome here. Yeah, for a cup of tea or a slice of homemade cake. My door will always be open for you. And I will tell you about my adventures at the mill.
Oh, thank you.
Now, you have got your parcel.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you. Bye.
I'm glad you're enjoying the fishing. But there's only so much staring at a river a man can do. Promise me you'll carry on working with a psychiatrist. The talking stuff really works. And the antidepressants, they're not an optional extra. There's a lot of support out there these days. Use it. And come back to work. Strictly desk duties.
Yeah, of course.
Until we get you back on the straight and narrow. And then we'll see.
Missy Winifred Tembe,
That is me.
I have a parcel for you.
Really?
This is my last delivery of the day, and I'm very, very sorry. My boss got very angry with me because I turned off my phone.
Well, you had good reason.
No, no good reason. Just very good cake.
Buen viaje, señor Delgado Cabre.
Pues muchísimas gracias, señora Tembe.
Lucian.
Thing is, Latoya, I don't want just you. I want your whole gang off the streets.
You'd have it a good shot, but the best man won, okay? So why don't you take the massive hint and just leave us alone, yeah?
Yeah, why don't you, Dante?
I'm really scared. Tell me what I should do, please.
Sarah!